Taylor Heinicke is a streaming dynamo. Don't be afraid. And he's got a pretty good matchup this week as well. So I would look at him against the New York Giants. And I know the Giants didn't look terrible in the second half against the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, but I don't believe in this Giants defense as much as I did like 2-3 weeks ago before all the injuries. So if you're in a streaming mode, Heinicke works. And Mike White, take flight, Mike White, 4% rostered. It's crazy. And Minnesota is one of the 10 easiest opponents for quarterbacks. They're giving up, or they did give up 382 passing yards to Mac Jones.
Yeah, I think of those two, I'd probably, and I think those are guys that you could easily start this week based on matchups. Mike White coming off one of the games of his NFL, coaching life. Playing life, I should say, this past Sunday against the Bears. Now the Bears defense is terrible. Now he goes on the road against the Minnesota Vikings. But as you just mentioned, that should be a landing spot where Mike White is able to take advantage of. The Jets have got weapons in Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore. We mentioned it yesterday. If you're a fantasy owner for those teams or for those players, when you look at a Garrett Wilson, I think it's going to be a massive uptick here moving forward. And he had a couple touchdown passes, receptions on Sunday against Chicago. I think it's going to be an uptick for guys like Elijah Moore. I think it's going to be an uptick for the tight end. So of those two, I'd probably bank on Mike White this week.